In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 coaching priority activities with organic or with paid ads. The things you should focus on in order to generate the most revenue. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I will reply to everybody commenting. All right, so the first activity that is the one that generates the most revenue, and it's the one that actually moves the business. Sales calls, okay? So sales calls. And this, the way that I will draw this is like in the middle, it's the things that you should focus more, and then on the end, on the sides, will be what is less important. So you want to focus more from within outwards. Okay, this is the part where you are connecting with your ideal prospect and you are learning about them and then seeing if they would benefit from the service that you have, right? So that's number one. Then we have right here, right after, we have the DMs. And DMs is direct messages. That is having conversations. It can be on Messenger on Facebook, it can be on Instagram, it can be on LinkedIn, it can be on TikTok. And tracking, right? DMs. And this is where the nurturing part starts. This is where you are connecting, making a connection with your ideal customer, and it has to be a priority because I don't know if you heard this, but the money, it's in the follow-up. And it really is, because when you are following up, you are finding more about that person, if you could help them. And so you're getting opportunities in the door, you're booking calls, and you do this with DMs, direct messages, right? So these two things are the most important things. Actually, this right here is the 2 income generating activities that I've learned from my mentor, Brad. So pretty cool. Then what we have next is, I call this the hub, or it can be, I use Facebook group, hub or Facebook group. And this is just right after the DMs, okay? Very important. This is where you're providing high valuable information to your audience, your long format videos, and you're providing value on a weekly basis. You're building your brand there. And that leads to DMs a lot, into sales calls, because the people that engage in your community, then you can start a conversation with them on the DMs and then bring them into a sales call, right? Then what we have, the traffic source. And there are a couple. So you got over here YouTube, you got TikTok, and you can have even more. You could be on Pinterest, Twitter, you can be on LinkedIn, and many other places. You can be a blog, you can even be a blog, email broadcasts, outbound messaging, plus appointment settlers, and you have ads that you can do as well, which are not effective at all in the beginning stages. So if you're doing YouTube, you're building high quality content, and you're providing massive value to your target audience by delivering high quality content that talks to them, that talks to their needs and desires, problems, pain points. Also could be done on TikTok as well. You could have a blog where, you know, you're posting there with, and you can do SEO on it, targets specific keywords to show on Google. Although to do that effectively, you would need some backlinks and some traffic coming in. It's a more long-term route. Then you have outbound messaging, right? Where we're sending messages to our target market in order to book appointments. Then we have the appointment settlers. These are people that are really good at going after your market audience and booking appointments. These are actually the ones that book the appointments. Outbound messaging is also to book appointments. It's more of a system which a lot of it is copy-paste, but a lot of it is personalized as well. So it works really well when done right. I know a lot of people doing really well with outbound messaging and appointment settlers, because an outbound message person would be sending outbound messages to those people and to your target market, but then you have the appointment settlers are the ones that live over here on the DMs and then are having the conversations to book appointments and to provide more value and more touch points. And so the way it works is it goes outwards, right? So we start from the middle and we expand. So when not knowing what to do, when you're selling your own coaching program and you need to generate more revenue, then you should focus on getting more appointments, set sales calls, and on the DMs. Now the DMs, which is having conversations with people like on Messenger, a lot of people find that a task that is overwhelming, time consuming, but is necessary because it's how you can connect with somebody on a deeper level. And you can do this directly on the phone. There's people that do cold calling and they literally call their target market directly. And so they almost skip this. I mean, it could be done through email marketing. It could be done through a person. Many ways you can get people to book calls. One of them being on the DMs, right? Because that you're providing value. You see that if you can help that person and you invite them into a call where you can discover more about them. So this is it. This is it. Now, all of this needs to work. Like you need to have consistent content coming in for the social media that you're going after. I highly recommend if you're just starting out or like focus on one. There's people that are really good with email marketing and cold calling, and they know how to get directly into the sales process, which it's like a conversation. It's a collaboration between two people. So it's totally, it can be called a sales call. It can be called a conversation, it's networking. It does a lot of good. Like in the beginning stages, I remember I didn't like to be on the DMs, but it was because of it that I got so many sales at one point because I was on the DMs a lot, having connections with people. I was putting content out on Facebook, which is the one that I didn't put here, but Facebook is another one, right? So Facebook profile, it's another source of traffic. And so there we go. This is it. These are the 5 priorities. So we got 1, 2, 3, and I call it 5 because we got another one here, which is the number 4, but I call it 5 because I like to focus only on 2 platforms. For example, I'm focusing right now on YouTube. That is my main focus. And I'm focusing on as well on email broadcasts. So these 2 are my main focus at the moment. And I've also done a lot of outbound messaging. So now I'm working with this. I'm working with this outbound messaging and appointment settler. That's what I want to have in my business. But for now, I'm focused mostly on YouTube, and I share that video on Facebook, on the blog, on email, the broadcast. I share it on LinkedIn, all the social media platforms, TikTok as well, to bring some people from TikTok to your YouTube. But I'm brainstorming a new way of doing TikTok, which the old way that I did works well if you focus just on TikTok, if you become really good at TikTok. Now, if the man who chases 2 rabbits normally catches none, right? It's like, that's why I highly recommend just one traffic source and master that one. And then as you move up, you can expand. I know businesses doing really, really, really well just using outbound messaging and appointment settlers. You can have an appointment settler book you 3-6 calls a day. Imagine what that will do for your business. But when you have this strategy in place that I teach at the Fabulous, you are doing this yourself here you have the sales calls, you have the DMs, so you're getting people on the phone. You have your hub, you're nurturing your leads, the rule of 7, you are nurturing them. And then you have the social media platforms that are getting people to see you and to see what you do. And also by giving a lot of valuable stuff. Like for example, I'm sharing with you this because it literally tells you the things that you should be focusing on, which mainly is these 2 things, right? And I was saying a little bit while ago that DMs is something that we don't like to do, but what the thing is we can do, some people like to do it, like spend like 2-3 hours on one day of the week and just crush it there. And every week have a conversation with their active leads. That's one way to go about it. Another way is give yourself 1 hour a day consistently without fail doing this. DMs. If you can do that, concentrate it and doing the way it's supposed to be done, then you can generate a lot of sales calls and therefore a lot of people you can help. All right, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, as I do videos every Tuesday and Friday about online marketing coaching, building your own offer, bringing it to the marketplace, and boom, crush it. Let's go. What are your thoughts about this video? Do you agree that the first thing we need to focus is on the sales calls, then on the DMs, then in your hub Facebook community, and then 1 or 2 social media accounts that you're gonna crush in it? If yes, type a yes below in the comment section. Also, I will leave a link below where you can schedule a free strategy call with me, where we can go more deeply on what you need to achieve, and we'll see if I can help you. Either way, I'll provide you with so much clarity so you can move forward and make the right choices. Thanks for watching. I will see you next Tuesday.